Welcome to Talking with Toasty episode 1. I am joined by my co-host and good friend Steam Dan here. Um you should have a fun one today. So let's jump right into our race recap. Okay, race recap. So Lepo ended up winning the Brazil Grand Prix. He started basically in the back around, I think, 16, and he ended up going on to win it for Williams. Dr. Law, for his last race, got second, so that was kind of exciting for him. Not Earth getting on the podium was super exciting. And then Shadow had a little bit of a disappointing run, but starting in that P19 was a little bit rough. King Hassan got 5th, and then me, I got 6th because Lark Knight took a whole bunch of penalties. One more Wand got 7th for Alpine, and they started first, so that's a little bit rough for them. Lark Knight started 4th and ended up 8th. Not very many points for McLaren, but still some. All of us had a little bit of a rough drive, getting P9, Domi P10, and then everyone else doesn't really matter. A lot of them are either DNFers or people who were reserving. We had a lot of reserves. But looking at the standings, Williams will now lead the constructors. A little bit of a shocker there. Haas not far behind. Me and V-Carb and Red Bull are going to be constantly fighting for that P4. I can already tell. Me and Mo really want that 4th spot, but the Red Bull drivers are really fast. Dan's kicked Sauber in P6 with 69 points. Nice. Now Alpine in 7th, McLaren, my team, in 8th. Although we're looking to maybe improve that. Aston Martin in 9th, and then Ferrari still no points. I don't even know who the Ferrari drivers are at this point. I'm going to be honest.
I think it's well, after the drivers, I think it's now Lenz and I actually don't know the other. I actually don't know.
It's Raphael and Lenz. I don't know who Raphael is, but Lenz is an F2 driver, so that's kind of fun.
A shock to see a big team like Ferrari though. 0 points. You'd have thought further up, but I'm just happy with the way my team's going at the moment.
Looking at F2, Zero Alfie ended up getting that win because Jude got slapped with a penalty. That was kind of rough. Sven, my driver, got 3rd because of a frickin' speeding in pits penalty, which was super annoying. Kairos P4, Archie P5, Lenz P6, and Rudy P7, Kauflad P8, Sherry Sauce P9, and then Zane P10. Zane left the server after that race. So that was disappointing to say the least.
Yeah, so it's weird to see such a big name. Although he was retiring, I didn't expect him to leave.
Yeah, I mean, really crazy legs right now is leading the F2 championship, but Zane was literally 1 point off. So, kind of disappointing, but Really Crazy Legs kind of gonna have a free win here because of that.
Unless something catastrophic happens.
Sven has found his way up the order. I didn't even notice this, but he is P5 after, what, 3 races?
Yeah, I don't think you can count him out yet. He's proved that he's very quick.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be fun to watch him grow and see if he has the pace to be a champion. Rudy is saying that Sven will catch him. And apparently Rudy isn't that far away from a quali ban, which could get a little iffy. But going into next week, we have a social race, which I get to commentate, which will be really fun. I don't know if all of it's been announced, so I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. But essentially, we're spinning for all the track and the weather and the time of day, and so it could be like a night wet Monaco.
Oh, that'd be a dream. I'd love watching every single second of that.
Yeah, that would
see how the drivers can cope.
I know. I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to do Monaco. We will be switching to our next segment here.
Tired?
Work, man. Work killed me. So we're gonna be moving on to our clip review. So we'll go to the Talking with Toasty clip submission. We'll watch Coughleds 2, and then I have a special order directly from Dr. Law to watch some of his clips. So we'll do that next. I can't even see what's happening here, I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure I reviewed this clip at some point for stewarding, but I'm going into this blind. I know you can't see it, Steam Dan, unless you're watching the stream.
No, I can see it. I'm watching the stream, don't worry.
But basically, it kind of looks like he gets hit, and not too much, damage. Just cuts the corner, so kind of clean, actually. He got a couple of free positions, it looks like.
Is this on the new game? Looks like it is.
No, because of the OSD. You can see the HUD.
Oh.
It's the 24 HUD.
Oh, yeah. Looks pretty good graphics, though.
And then we'll go on to his second clip here. I think this is the F2 Rudy Crazy Legs killing Zane clip. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's Zane there.
Killing is a strong word.
But it's the accurate word.
Oh. Right in the wall.
So we'll take a look at some of Dr. Law's, which is quality lap. Always fun to watch a lap. Really quick, I really hope that Dr. Law is watching right now, because I'm about to diss on him so hard. So first of all, what are we doing here? What is this doing where it is? I get bringing it up. I usually have mine like here. But why are we putting it on the wheel?
Oh, that I could not deal with that.
Why are we putting this on the wheel? He does not have an ERS button. This is just unassigned.
What? I'm so confused.
This... Can we talk about this? What is this doing? What are we doing here? Dr. Law, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think this will be the next week, so we're gonna have people send in a picture of how they have their game set up, and we're gonna rate it.
30 seconds left in the session.
Wait, is that edited? Is he edited it like that?
This is how he drives in the game.
Why is the timing screen like that? What? I have so many questions.
Yeah. Kind of odd. I'm not even watching the clip itself. I'm just making fun of Dr. Law's terrible on-screen display. Needs a little bit of extra fuel. I like to go out on the lowest I can. Why is this so far down? This is so far down. I'm 90% sure this is off-center too. Someone confirm this, but this looks like it's off-center.
Oh, yeah, I see that. What?
Dr. Law,
Why is it?
change everything about your game.
You know what? Take everything away from his career. No, it doesn't matter. The HUD is the important part. Defines you as a driver.
He took that corner really nice.
Give it to him. It's a pretty good lap.
He does have manual shifting, which is always a good thing to see.
He is just absolutely sending it into every corner.
That was pretty clean, pretty good.
Did he go on to pole with it?
Yeah, other
Yeah.
people are saying that it's off center, so I don't feel terrible.
You should feel terrible.
I don't think he did get pole. No, he got 4.
No, he got like P4.
Yeah. Breezy sending Roman right into the pits. Okay. Also, can we talk about the camera? I feel like half my screen is being taken up by the car.
Yeah, why is it not like yeah, why is it so zoomed in?
I don't know. Also, why is this here? Why are you changing it? This is brought up. Why is this here? This is less important than this. You want to see this more than you want to see this. If I'm racing, I don't care about what lap it is. I want to care how close I am. What are we doing? Oh my god.
Why did I not know you could change the way the laps and the timing screens go?
Oh my god.
Wait, is the full track map off where it should be? It looks further up.
It does look further up. You're right. What are we doing? What are we doing, Dr. Law? That was kind of a terrible corner. I don't even know what we're reacting to in this clip. I think it's something about Dom. I don't even know. I don't even know. Breezy passed Roman on the straights and sending it on Domi. I don't even know. Battle with
You're in the
Kyoto's
wake of the car ahead.
Shadow.
Try to get past us.
This is fun. Okay. Okay. Dr. Law, I swear we're doing this on purpose. I swear we're doing this on purpose. There's no way you drive like this. But there is a way, because I'm watching it right now. This is ridiculous, Dr. Law. Imola quali lap. Spider sense is kicking in. This will be a fun one. Jeez. I'll pick one more here. I'll do a good Imola one.
Okay.
Okay, this is also brought down. Okay, what are we doing with the map? What are we doing with the map? I'm just now noticing this. What are we doing with the map here? Why is it so big? Why can I literally see, like, it is so zoomed in that I can literally see the sponsors. Not actually, but I feel like this is what we're doing.
Hey, we've been
This
given a
map
time
is too big.
penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
What are we doing,
Head
Dr.
down and
Law?
let's get it done.
I've got so many questions.
Okay, next week, this is what we're doing. We're gonna have people send in a picture of what their HUD looks like, and we're gonna rate it. We're gonna, like, do like a tier ranking, you know?
This is going in like F. It should be in its own tier. Dr. Law tier. We haven't even rated his clips. We've just rated his.
I know. I haven't even been focusing on the clips. I've just been freaking yelling at how bad it is. I don't want to look at these anymore. This is hurting my brain. Rage baiting.
Points for the bottom 5 HUDs.
Yeah.
Yes. Make it happen. And 1 point to the best HUD.
Alrighty. We're gonna get into our next segment here. This one is gonna be a little bit scuffed for this first week at least. But it is quiz time, guys. We're having a pop quiz. Everyone is participating. Everyone is participating. I promise. Okay. So, if you're in the stream, type in the Twitch chat. If not, just type in the stage chat. That's fine. But first question here. These are all made by Steam Dan, by the way. Love Steam Dan. We're going to start really easy here. If you know anything about the last. Is the VC on private? Because I can't join on my PS. No, it shouldn't be.
I think you have to join it on the like desktop or mobile version. Because I can't join it on my Xbox either.
Okay. First question. Who was the driver in the most recent Spanish GP that just happened on Sunday that got a 10-second penalty for colliding with George Russell? Give you a moment to lock in your answers here. Have a couple answers here. The correct answer is Max Verstappen.
Toasty, what I think we should do is instead of them all just writing the answer, we should do it so they type an answer and say like when you do a countdown.
Oh, that's smart. That's
yeah,
smart.
so people don't get their answers.
That's what we'll do. From now on, we'll do a little countdown. So, yes, Max Verstappen is the correct answer there. Good job, those of you who got it right. Number 2. This should also be a decently easy one. Who is the current leader in the ASL Tier 1 World Drivers' Championship? Wait! Do not post your answers. Hold on to them until I do my countdown.
Oh, you lot.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead and post your answers.
Yeah, cheers, Rudy.
Shadow is the right answer. Gosh, Rudy. This time, wait. Make sure you wait before typing. I'll say when. Alrighty. This one's quite a bit harder. Question number 3. Which current driver on the Formula 1 grid had their maiden win and their only win come at Monza? Hold on to your answers. Hold on to your answers. Don't reveal them just yet. Don't reveal them just yet.
What about you, Rudy? Don't do it.
Given a little bit more time, this one's a little bit of a trickier one, I do have to say. Alrighty, I think that's been enough.
Quick hint. We'll give him a quick hint. If you're struggling, the year he won it was in 2020.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and post your answers. Pierre Gasly driving for AlphaTauri. That is correct.
Got the harder questions here. Everyone knows everything.
Number 4. This one should be a relatively easy one if you're active in the ASL server. But which driver in Tier 2 for ASL made a shock move from Van Amersfoort Racing to Rodin Motorsport? Hold your answers. Hold your answers. Don't say. Don't say. Don't say. Hold on to them. This one should be easy if you've been keeping up with all the driver transfers. If not, it might be a little bit harder for you. Hold on to your answers. Hold on to your answers. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and say them. Rudy. Rudy Crazy Legs was it. Okay. Last question here. This one, a little bit of a fun one. See if you guys know this. But which driver got his maiden pole in Turkey in 2020 in the very tricky wet conditions? Hold on to your answers. Hold on to your answers. Hold on to him. Hold on to him.
I still think this one's a little bit easy. Oh.
Give a little bit more time. And go ahead and post them. Who won? Yeah, Lance Stroll! Rudy Crazy Legs got it wrong! Saying Nicholas Gotifi. But Domi and Dr. Law got it right over on Twitch. So good job to you guys. And that
Who got the most points? Well, I think Rudy should get 15 penalty points for losing.
Alrighty. Moving on to our next thing here. We're gonna do some race predictions. Me and Steam Dan. These are all off the top of our head. So we'll see if this is better. So we're going to be
predictions wrong, by the way.
What?
Race predictions.
Oh, oops. I was shooting on your OSD. I'm gonna be honest, Dr. Law. I was. All right. We're looking at the social race here. So it's gonna be a little bit trickier for us, but that's fine. So there's so far 19 people who will be racing. A whole lot of mix between F2 and F1. So could get a little tricky. Looking over the list, I feel like Lepo is really good, so he has a chance of winning. Not Earth, if he can get lucky, he always has that podium chance.
Get lucky.
I mean, it's only true.
Yeah, but you make your own luck, Toasty.
Maybe.
So who have you got for your top 3 then? Come on.
Top 3 in no particular order. I think let's do Lepo. Not Earth. And give me Domi.
Ooh, I like it. So for my top 3, I was thinking along the lines of Lepo with you, because it's like an obvious choice. He's won multiple times. I'm also gonna go Jude. I think Jude's gonna pull something out of the bag here. That could be me being a little bit biased, but I don't mind. And for the final one, I'm gonna do one more wand. I think one more wand will make the top 3 as well.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty good. I like our lists. Dr. Law says that he can't see 75% of his screen, and therefore that's why he has his stuff where they are. Which, I don't know if that makes me feel worse or better about your OSD. So it's like, what 75% can you not see? Alrighty, we are going to move on to our next thing. I think one that everyone will be excited for will be our guest interview. We have pre-chosen 2 guests to join us on the Talking with Toasty podcast. And so if those 2 drivers would like to raise their hands to come on stage with us, I have sent invites to those 2 drivers. Welcome on stage, Not Earth and Shadow. How do you guys feel about the current championship standings?
Very surprised.
Very surprised. Shadow, Lepo, and I guess it's only Lepo really that's kind of close to you. Do you feel nervous that you might lose that spot, that number 1 spot that you've held on for so long?
Not really, because I know he's going to overtake me anyway if I don't get my pedals sorted out.
Shadow, I got a question for you. Obviously you need to get your pedals sorted out, but have you tried F1 25 yet? And like, do you think you're genuinely quicker on the game than you were last year? Is it like a much more connected feeling?
I think the feeling's worse, but somehow a second quicker. I don't know how that works, but yeah. But I can only play F1 for 3 days, and that was because of the early access. My pedals just stopped working on the as soon as the full game released.
That's weird. Maybe it's time for some new
Give us
pedals.
insight. Like, what happened with the inside?
Perfectly fine, mate.
Have they just like stopped connecting?
No, it's the game. Yesterday I went on F1 24. They work perfectly fine. It's literally just F1 25.
So, can you race on controller? I know it's not the most ideal situation, but is there ways to back up your potential title hopes?
I won't be going on controller because I've never used a controller in racing games, but I'll probably just have to figure out a way to sort them or go on the clutch pedal, and I'll probably be a second slower, but yeah. Is that weird feeling in the clutch to the accelerator?
Audience members, also don't feel free to type any questions that you want us to ask the people that we are interviewing. Go ahead. Not Earth, you have had don't feel free, yeah. Sorry. Don't be scared to, and feel free to type some questions you have. Not Earth, you've had 2 back-to-back podiums now. You're kind of climbing that standings a little bit. You just overtook me in Brazil. How do you feel about your season so far, switching from F2 to F1 and dealing with all of that?
Earth to Earth.
You're not being able to be heard right now.
It says you're unmuted. Have you muted your mic maybe? On your headset?
Just leave and join back.
I do.
I'm lighting up for me. You are not lighting up for us, though. You're gonna have to re-request to speak.
Am I working now?
There we go.
Guys.
Yay! What I was saying though is that for everyone who's driven an F2, they know that the F2 cars are very different to the F1 cars. So if you're not like really used to it, it's hard to pull out the potential that you want from them. So I think that was a big move for me. And then it started off kind of shaky in Jeddah, and Miami was an okay race. I wasn't too mad at it, but I think the last two podiums have really been me kind of driving my best, and I guess other drivers having circumstances I've just kind of managed to capitalize on, and hopefully moving forward I can keep trying to have a consistent drive and push up, maybe challenge like top 8, top 7 WDC by the end.
Do you think that you have a shot of being champion?
I don't think I have a shot of being champion. Even if I had like pace like Shadow, I think I don't have enough points at this time to be able to actually push for the lead, even if I won like 3 back-to-back races.
I've got a question for you. You like, obviously you're known as Mr. Pessimistic. Wait, is my mic even working?
Yes, it is.
I just gotta make sure. Okay, because I didn't see it light up. Obviously you're known for being Mr. Pessimistic. Have these last 2 podiums, like, rejuvenated the way you think about how you race? Like, are you now more positive about the way you're going to race?
Not in the slightest. Absolutely not. It's the same outlook week in, week out. You gotta think about it in the right way, right? If I have no expectations, I can't disappoint myself.
Also, do you think that the new F1 game, like, it's an unknown going into the new season? We know where people roughly might be based on their pace already, but I've heard it's a better game for people on controller, and as you're on controller, I believe you can push forward to maybe catch the guys where you can beat people on raw pace, like that you normally wouldn't be able to.
I mean, personally, I hope so, because, I mean, like you said, I am a controller player, and the game has felt a lot better than 24 did. And as well as the fact that just kind of a lot of stuff in the game is improved. Dirty air, tire or whatever, allows for more strategies. And I think hopefully that should kind of close the grid more, because there's a lot of people on controller that might end up having a lot more pace because the game actually is a lot easier to drive now on controller. It's not just wheel dominated. So hopefully I think it should close the grid a bit. Obviously there's still 2 weeks for everyone to get used to it, but I think we'll be seeing a lot closer battles after we come out of the summer break.
Do you think that you're faster on the new game than you were with 24?
I think I'm a bit faster, but if not, I think I'm more consistent. It kind of feels like you have a lot more, like, control of the car, in my opinion, than it did last year. Like, last year it felt like you're trying to balance a car on, like, train tracks, but this year it actually feels like you've got full control of the car consistently, and that it's not just like your tires will fall off a cliff at a certain point. It actually feels like gradual wear, which just, I think it leads to improved driving the whole way.
Mm-hmm. It'll definitely be interesting to see how all this stuff plays out going into the second half of the season.
Hopefully we can have more people challenge Shadow at the top.
Yeah. I do want to thank both of you for volunteering to be on the podcast. Definitely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
So I'm going to go ahead and move you guys back down to the audience. Once again, do appreciate you guys for showing up. And make sure that you sign up, because you could always have a chance just like them and could be asked silly questions on the podcast. We're going to move into our next segment, Toasty's Takes. This segment, me and Dan here will be going over some of our personal awards based on the races. So I'm gonna get us started out here. Number one, my first one is gonna very, very easily go out to Dami. Sorry, Dami. He got shafted so hard. He was in some intense battles with me that I ended up winning. He was in a lot of crashes. And Dami, I mean, he ended up getting points in the end. I'm pretty sure. But it was still, I mean, it was just a rough race for him overall. And he, there was, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he made a steward's report and he seemed pretty upset during it about all the stuff that's happened. So that was my first award. Goes out to Dami for basically just being the most unlucky driver for Brazil. Do you have an award you want to give out, Dan?
Yeah, I do. I've got the good surprise of the weekend, in my opinion. And, well, I feel like it's no surprise to people, but it's going to go to Nota, because the week before in Imola, I felt it was a little bit due to luck, because people had loads of penalties, but this week, his pure driving and pace consistency led him to his second podium in a row. So I think he gets this good surprise of the race for Brazil.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that. My next award, we'll go to an F2 driver. My award will go out to Zero Alfie. Zero Alfie is one of those drivers that you wouldn't really consider to be one that sits on the podium. Not even one that you would even maybe consider to be a race winner. He's very fast, don't get me wrong, but you usually don't see him up there. And so it was really nice to see a new winner, new race winner in Brazil. So really, really exciting for him. And maybe it'll help him in the future with getting a F1 seat.
Do you want me to do another award, Toasty?
Yep.
I've gone with a rogue take. I've got the most intriguing driver. Overall, in my opinion. I think it goes to Domi. Because his raw pace is clearly brilliant. He clearly has pace to compete with people at the top from the times that he sets a lot. He just, in my opinion, what makes him intriguing is the fact you never see him at the top. And it's a shame because we know he's the pace. It's just he's lacking in some areas that could push him up to get a title battle. I'm not saying he's a bad driver. I'm just saying he's good. He's just got to improve some areas, and I think he'll become a complete driver, and he'll be an award for that, in my opinion.
My next award will go to our very own Ari. Ari got disqualified in the race because of bad instructions for the game. So this award goes out to Ari for a loss of a race win. Ari was holding P1 by like 2 seconds, and then the safety car went out, and they got disqualified. They probably would have went on to win the race, but they didn't. And so my award is worst safety car luck. There might have been someone who got more unlucky, but they got disqualified. Yeah, 4 seconds when the safety car went out, so...
And for my final award, before you move on, or, well, if you want to do another one, I've got the most, like, under-the-radar person who you don't see much in a race, but is definitely bringing the reward to the team. And in my opinion, that goes to Hassan. Because you see Hassan every week consistently at the top, but he's not doing crazy overtakes. He's just doing his job and getting on with it, and he's doing it really well. He's getting his way up to the top without necessarily being the big pace setter that everyone wants to be. He's just doing what he does best and being consistent, and he gets good results out of it.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking
So
on that. In the race, there was a period where I was sitting behind Hassan, and I was like, I could definitely pass Hassan if I wanted to. But it's almost like nice sitting behind him, because I know that if I just sit behind him and let him do his thing, I'll go along with him. So Hassan is definitely a really good driver, one that everyone thinks is probably way up there. It's just you never really see him do anything excessive like you might see someone else do.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. He's just doing his job and getting on with it. He's not like doing anything showy. He's just doing it, and it's really good to see.
And then my last award here is it's gonna go out to Kauflad, for being the dang luckiest team principal that someone can frickin' get. Kauflad was able to get Kiertos, who is very, very fast, almost as fast as Shadow, and then was able to get Shadow on to Mercedes, having two of the fastest drivers for F1 on the same team.
Just there's no end to luck there. It's just brilliant as well. You've also seen his F2 drivers. I don't think he had Zane as well in F2, didn't he, before he retired?
So
literally a goated lineup if Zane would have stayed.
Yeah, I could give it to myself, because I was able to secure Sven, and Sven, as we know, is very fast. And then I was able to grab Rudy Crazy Legs as well, who currently winning F2. But I feel like Kauflad deserves it more, just because Shadow and Kiertos and Zane, all very lucky, all very. Ari, you might be a lucky TP, but you're not Kiertos and Shadow. Do you have any more awards you'd like to give out, Dan?
No, that's me done for now. For all my awards.
I think I wanna do one more award. To Shadow, for a worst TP. Shadow, is the team principal for Ferrari. And as we all know, Ferrari still has 0 points.
0 points.
We are 8 rounds to the championship, and not one of their drivers is able to secure points.
Oh, Shadow, you should have picked me.
Aston Martin is 9th, and they have 28 points. They were able to get F2 drivers with points.
Oh, hey, that's gonna change.
And so Shadow, one of your drivers will get podium. I really doubt that if they haven't been able to get points. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out, though. Yeah, how do you let a team have 0 points and continue to try to support them?
Shadow, at that point, just make yourself a driver of Ferrari.
Also, I just want to say, one of the Ferrari drivers reported the other Ferrari driver.
That was fun.
Which is like, why are we reporting our teammates? I mean, I did have to report my driver, but that's because I'm able to separate myself from driver and team principal. But how do you report your own teammate?
Shadow, what word's had about that? Can we have some insight?
Should we bring Shadow back onto the stage so we could hear what he has to say about it? That's all for Toasty time. So we'll transition to our last thing here. Our Q's and A's, our questions and our answers. Earlier we had people send in a lot of questions for me to answer. And I will be answering them, and so will Steam Dan. So I hope he's prepared. So, question number 1 comes from Kairos, asking if I'm bald. I am not bald. I have a lot of hair. My hair goes to, like, my upper neck down below my jaw. So, I definitely have hair. I'm not emo. I can't prove that I'm not bald, because there might be some harsh feelings coming my way. But yeah, I am not bald. Are you bald, Steam Dan?
I would say unfortunately, but no, fortunately I'm not. And I think Earth is though. I'm pretty sure he's bald. But I don't know.
I'm absolutely confident I am not bald. I'm absolutely confident that I actually have really luscious hair.
Luscious locks.
You can see that I'm not bald in my video to save law. I don't know about that.
It's edited. There's an effect.
It's a wig. Alright. Second question comes from Tenek. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he's asking, what is my morning routine and what do I have for breakfast every morning? So right now, my morning routine is I wake up, I stare at my phone for like 2 minutes, wondering what I'm doing with my life. And then I put on some clothes, brush my teeth, and I grab a Monster energy drink, take my medicine, and walk out the door. I don't eat breakfast. That's too much work.
Too much work. As for my morning routine, I know you've been asked it, but since I'm here, I might as well say it because I'm here. I wake up about 7 a.m. depending on what day it is and if I can be bothered. And then morning shower, morning tea, and that's it. That's my morning. And brush my teeth, of course. You don't forget that. That's it. Morning routine finished.
What do you have for breakfast, Steam Dan?
Me, just a cup of tea. No, if it's a weekend, I'll have like I'll have something like a fry up or something. I don't know. It depends.
You Brits in your tea.
Do you know what a fry up is, Toasty?
I do not know what a fry up is.
It's basically an English breakfast. Have you seen an English breakfast before?
Like beans and bread.
Beans and bread. I'll send you a picture of it later. But like, I think most people here know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that actually looks really good. I just looked it up. That actually looks decent.
Black sausage. What is that? Yeah, black pudding. There you go. You got there eventually. It's not a sausage. It's literally a circular thing.
Dami asks what my PC specs are. I don't know them off the top of my head, but they are in Task Manager. So I will be opening Task Manager, and I'm not going to show my Task Manager because I don't know if that's going to like leak my information or not. But Dummy
just wants to see your IP.
Yeah. My PC specs is I have a Ryzen 7 for my CPU. I have 16 gigs of RAM. I have like a terabyte of storage. And then for my graphics card, I use a NVIDIA 4050.
I'm nodding my head like I know what that means.
Pretty good graphics. What are your?
Disco Buzz Row. Oh, thanks, Harry. No, it's from like ages ago. I'll change it.
Do you know what your specs are, Dan?
None, because I don't have a PC.
Oh, that's right.
Not the answer you're expecting, where is it?
No. Ari asks when they screamed at me. It was in the commentator chat before you did your before F1 race. I've also been asked, not Earth. I skipped yours. I do apologize. So we'll go back to not Earth's. Do I plan to stay as a TP for season 2? That is actually a very good question. I would like to stay as a team principal. I think I have fun with it. I really want to do the draft. Because I feel like I'm going to be the type of guy that's going to have like a whole bunch of sticky notes and like a whole bunch of everything. And so I feel like I'm going to have fun with the draft. Are you planning on staying as a TP, Dan?
It's too early to tell. I mean, I feel like it will be based off of one thing for me, because I know eventually luck is making it so you can either be a driver or a TP. If I just think I'm not quick enough, I know it's very like bad to look down on yourself like that, but if I think I'm not quick enough, then I'll just accept that I'll be a TP, because actually it's a lot of fun. You'd be surprised. It's actually I really enjoy it, so I think I'll be looking to keep it probably.
Not Earth also
maybe
asks,
for a different team.
Who my favorite drivers are in the league. Obviously myself. Dan is also one of my favorites because he's a good friend of mine. Not Earth, obviously. I don't think I have anyone that I'm like isn't my favorite driver. You know, I get along with just about everyone except for Ari, who likes to yell at me a lot. Yeah, definitely some of those. And then also, I've been asked a lot why Lark is my least favorite driver in the league. It's because he killed me, or he almost killed me in Brazil.
Just the clip.
I don't have it on hand, and I've just been asked from Cough Lad about my favorite moment in F1 and F2. My favorite moment in F1 has to be my Jeddah race, like just as a whole. Because I mean I came from the mud and was able to get P3 on track, so I felt really good about that drive. And then F2, I know this is kind of like a weird one, but Bahrain, when the leader, I'm pretty sure it was Alfie, crashed into a backmarker, I thought that was pretty great. What age group are you most attracted to? That's, I don't know if I want to answer that. My dream car is a purple 2025 Mustang. I do not have thoughts on the genocide of, I don't know how to say that, Muslims in China. Lepo's asked about my bowel movement times. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. They don't have a set path. And Shadow asks, what do I work as? But ass, not as. So I have 2 jobs. So one is I am a sports assistant. So I ref for a bunch of different sports. Like right now for the summer, we're going to be doing track and field and cross country. And my other job is I am a summer camp counselor. So in the mornings, Monday through Thursday, sorry. I show up, and I basically like make like a little plan, and then we work with the kids for 3 hours. Like this week we're doing volleyball, and so we're doing a whole bunch of volleyball drills, and it's a lot of fun, but it's really tiring. So those are my jobs. Make quite a bit of good money. Toasty cutie patootie confirmed. Well, we are just about out of time. So I do thank you all for showing up. Special thanks to Steam Dan for showing up and being here with me, being my co-host. Big thanks to Not Earth and Shadow for showing up and being our guest interview. And I thank you all for tuning in and giving this a listen. Hopefully, this grows and becomes a lot better. So thank you all for showing up to the first rendition of Talking with Toasty.